when the federal government had me as the target of an investigation for illegal and unethical marketing practices in the personal injury field. And when that happened, my world started to crash. I self-surrendered to Sandstone, FCI Sandstone, and going into prison, I felt like I was prepared for that. I felt, my faith was strong. I had earlier in the process, I had told my wife, I said, look, if this is going to be too hard of a path to walk through, feel free to divorce me right now. I felt like my family was intact, and I was ready for, whatever came my way, knowing that it wasn't going to be too harsh of an environment. Through the process, heading towards prison and being incarcerated, I remember, thinking to myself, I've landed in this position in life because of some character defect, and I really need to figure out, what that is, so that I don't keep making the same mistakes over and over and over once I'm out again. We were the first class for the Redemption Project at Sandstone, and so I wanted to be part of that. I'd gone through 19 years of education, and I had never ever been taught these things before. It all sounded great. Coming out of prison was a lot harder. During the process of being incarcerated, my wife sent me an email saying that she didn't want me to come back home. 7.5 months after entering Sandstone, I was released to the halfway house in Roseville. All I really had, when I got out of prison was the support of the Redemption Project. And they said that they would be there, and they followed through on that. On March 23rd of 2024, I sent an email to Alan, the support services director, saying, hey, I've got real life issues, involving my marriage, involving trying to find transitional housing. I'm almost done with my time at the halfway house. This is where the rubber meets the road with this class for me. I need some practical advice on how to take what I've learned in class in theory and now apply it to real life issues. He reminded me, he reminded me to keep my soul in control, to pursue the truth through the process of using logic and reason. He reminded me that I was in the process of becoming a strong man of good character with a purpose and a destiny. He didn't answer any of the questions for me. He just reminded me on how these things all work together to think through individual circumstances. And he told me, in the email, he said, I don't know the right answer for you. You're going to have to figure that out for yourself. But if you use these tools, it'll help you to get there. The Redemption Project keeps reminding me of what I've learned in terms of, taking things slow, keeping the soul in control, seek the truth, use logic and reason, continue to become a strong person of good character, someone that, has, a destiny, a purpose. So I'm still in the process of figuring out what redemption now looks like in the second half of my life. But I'm confident that everything happens for a reason. I'll get there eventually, and I just have to keep the soul in control.